Hello, I'm Eric Kennedy from KSBA. Today we wanted to talk about an issue facing every county school board in Kentucky right about now, if you haven't already looked at it, and that is redistricting. In every county school district in Kentucky, the 5 or 7 school board members are elected from districts where they live. This does not affect independent school districts who run at large, where everyone in the district votes for all of the school board members. But by state law at KRS 160.210, county school boards have the power to draw their own election districts. Typically, this happens about every 10 years after the U.S. Census, which is when county fiscal courts draw their own boundaries and when the state legislature draws its election boundaries, as well as those for Congress. It doesn't have to happen then. County school boards can look at this issue almost any time to determine if their 5 or 7 election divisions are as closely equal in population as possible and only use integral voting precincts. And so many school boards in Kentucky have already done this, even for the last election cycle already, and have already run from new divisions that were redrawn to keep population equal and to keep in line with new voting precincts. Other county districts are looking at this now or have not yet started looking at the population data. Really, at almost any time school boards can begin this process, the first step very often is to contact your county clerk. Your county clerk would know all of the information about the precinct lines, which you have to align with, as well as the most recent population numbers, especially if your county fiscal court has already done this process for its lines. The county school board lines do not have to align perfectly with the fiscal court districts, although you may in many cases. But any place where the county fiscal court has fewer than 5 members or more than 5 members, then you obviously cannot stay in perfect alignment. Also, in any county where there is an independent school district, that will skew the population numbers because that would not make a difference for the fiscal court, whereas it would make a difference for the population numbers of the county school board seats, because the population of everyone living in the independent district within the county would not be taken into account for counting up your equal number of constituents for your divisions. So once again, every county school board in Kentucky has the authority and responsibility to look at the population numbers as they change, to make sure that their 5 or 7 divisions are as equal as possible in population, to make sure that you are only aligned with integral voting precincts. You have to change for voting precinct lines. The voting precinct lines do not change for county school board lines. All of this starts with the county clerk. And again, please look at the state law in one section that entirely discusses this issue at KRS 160.210. And as always, reach out to KSBA with any questions you might have on this process.